All right, so this is a 2011 Nissan Armada. I'm gonna show you how to change the window motor. What bolts to take. Once you know which bolts to take, it's easy. Uh, you can take this off. I already took it off. It's the switch for the window, and then you unplug the cable right here. Open that up, and there'll be two bolts in there. I already took it out. And then, of course, right here, you take this to get this bolt out. I already took it out. And then get a screwdriver and you remove this part of it. And then there'll be another screw right there hidden. So I think so I'm going to take those off and you see what happens. Okay, I got all the bolts. Now it's loose. And then if you look on the side, right here, you got these pins to hold on. So you always start from the bottom and you get all around the bottom and then you move up. Don't try to do on the side. Bottom to up. Okay? And then look up here. There's one right there. And on the other side, it'll just be the same. Right? And then this you don't pull because it's clipped on, so you got to push it up. So that's what we're going to do. Sorry, I only got one hand and one phone. Alright, so I pulled it out. And let's look at the cable in the back here. So you got 3 cables there. One going to the handle. The one with the green. This one going to the lock switch thingy. And then you got one way at the bottom that has the light on the bottom. We got to disconnect all that. Alright, so I have the door disconnected from the cabling stuff. Let's look at the back. So these are all the pins in the back. Take a look at them. See the orange pins? So be wary of where all the pins are. And then, of course, you got this cable here. This one goes to to this right here. Oops. And then this green one goes to your when you open the handle here. Right here. So I'm not a mechanic. I'm just showing you what I did. So this, if you look, has this ball, and then it has like a little gap right there. And what happens is it goes right here. Let's take a look. It goes right here, and then the ball goes right in here. So all you gotta do is just pull this way, and then move the ball right out here. And the same deal with this one. The other one, you can see there's a gap right here, right there, and then the ball goes right in here. So, ball, and then this one has a thing here. So, sorry my terminology is not good, but you get the gist of it. And then this is connected to the light on the bottom, which is this light right here I took out. Obviously, I'm going to have to clean it before I put it back in. But let me show you. So the light comes right here. So you can get a screwdriver, you can poke it out. Or once you have it out, you can poke it out. And then you unplug it. So let me show you. This plugs right in here. So just take a screwdriver and push on this end, and then you can pull right out. Alright, to the next episode. Well, it looks like I have to take this speaker out too. because the plastic goes like behind it. So I'm gonna have to unscrew this speaker here. All right, so the plastic water shielding is off. So I have an issue. Down here is the screw that holds the window on the lift thing, and then the other one's over here. So you do have to take the screw, because once you lift it high enough, you get the screw be like around here. You can unscrew it, but the problem is it's down low, so I can't get to it. So how do I lift the motor up? So, well, I'll find out and let you guys know. So the motor is right here, and this is the plug to the motor. So this is the plug to the motor. Comes right out. But you see this thing right here? Let me see. It goes through this hole, so you can't just pull it out. Once you unplug it, the best way you got to get some pliers to squeeze this. Let me see. Pliers to squeeze that right there, and then you can pull it out. So I just used the pliers right here, went back, squeezed it, and pulled the other hand, and came right out. Okay, I said the bolts down here to unscrew the window was down here, and you can't get to it from here. But you can just use a small ratchet, and you can actually get in there to do it. And once you loosen it enough, you can just go over your hand and unscrew it. Remember, when you screw it back, it's just snug. Don't over tighten it, because this is window. You don't want to crack it. All right, so I'm done unscrewing the two bolts. There's one bolt here and one bolt underneath here. You got to remove the speaker. And then this window can now move. So I'm going to push it all the way up, and I'm going to tape it up there so it stays up there. Then I can work on the motor. All right, so I lifted the mirror up, and I used duct tape. I used 6 of them. 4, 5, 6. I pre-cut like some small ones, and I put on the sides. So once I lift it up, I can just put one side, another side. Don't use, I wouldn't recommend using the cheap duct tape, because if this thing gets loose and falls down, it might break. I don't know. I use the Gorilla duct tape. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's thicker and stronger, and it holds better. So do what you gotta do, but I'm no mechanic, so. And I taped it on the other side. On the other side of the window, come over here, and wraps around right here and hooks. All right. So it looks like the motor has 3 screws here. I already took it out, but let's see, here, here, and here, I already took it out. But you have to also unscrew the regulator part of it, the whole piece. So loosen this screw right here, loosen this screw here, and then take this one out, and take this one out. And then the whole thing should be able to collapse, and you should be able to pull it out. Then you can look at the motor. So this is the whole motor, the whole unit right here. And I took it out already. So when you loosen these screws up, the top ones, just loosen it a little bit, because if you loosen it too much, it's hard to get out. Otherwise, you have to take the screw all the way out, but you don't have to. You just have to loosen it just a little bit. See, it's just a little bit. And then you're able to lift it up and pull it out. And when you pull it out, you just squeeze it this way. Then you turn it sideways and put it down. And then you can slide it right out of here. So squeeze it, and then put it sideways, put it down, and it pulls right out. All right. So we need to get this motor off. So you have to go to the back side of it. And I think there's 3 screws. Yep. So we're going to take that off and see how it goes. All right, so I finished replacing the motor already. Additional thing I did was I put lubricant, because this thing right here glides between here, so I just put lube here all the way over there. And the same thing with this side. I put lube just so it helps it guide smoother. And let's see, also put some lube underneath this wire right here that pulls. I don't know if it needs it there, but I did it anyway. It's on the inside, who cares? So, well, time to put it back. And the lube I use is probably the wrong kind, but I just use this synthetic grease. That way it stays on there forever. Alright. Well, there you go. The windows rolled up. You basically put it back the same way you took it out. When you install it, you want to put the plug and the light in first, and then do the cabling for this and this. Cabling for this and this. So light first, then the cabling. For me, it was easier. When you put this in, it's easier to go in like this, push it down. Let's see. That's about it. Thanks for watching.